So this morning I decided I wanted to make a video about the best house I ever owned in Amarillo, Texas. This is the house we raised our kids in, and I thought, you know what, it would be appropriate to have a video made and for our grandkids someday to be able to see where their parents grew up. So like I said, this morning I got up and I thought, I want to make a video about this house that we raised our kids in. And it's a great day. We're at the 4th day of May, and everything's just starting to wake up. Everything's nice and green. The property looks really nice. Just had the grass mowed. So I want to show you this house. We had a lot of good years here, and we're wondering if it's time. So on the outside, I just want to bring your attention to things that Jennifer's changed. When we first moved in, this giant oak tree right here, this oak tree has been struck by lightning at least twice while we've lived here, maybe 3 times while we lived in this house. This is a giant lace bark elm, and it's massive. It's one of our favorite things about the house. The kids used to climb in it when they were young. When we first moved into this property, there was a rope ladder on that tree. This rock garden Jennifer had installed this last year. She also had the tile replaced in the entryway. This door is something that we installed when we moved in because the old door didn't look so great. And also new shutters. The other addition that we made on the outside are these soffit lights. When this house was originally built, it didn't have soffit lights, but we thought we really needed that to kind of showcase the house at night. Also, we put the numbers to identify our street number. And this garage door, whenever we first moved in, somebody had damaged it. And so that's a new insulated garage door that we had installed. And then also that basketball goal we put in for the kids one year. And we had the fence redone on that side, and then had the fence redone over here and stained. So those are the modifications we made to the outside of the house, along with shrubberies that Jennifer replaces every year. And this nice work on this hedge was all, again, Jennifer's work. So another thing we had was this roof has been redone, and on these dormers up here, the siding that is installed, whenever we had the new windows installed, these are not the original windows that were here. When we moved in, it had a bunch of old single pane aluminum windows, and we decided one thing this property needed was some good insulated dual pane windows that are easy to clean. And so we had that work done, along with a new roof, gutters with gutter guard that was installed after a hailstorm one year. Okay, and as you approach the entryway, you'll see the mailbox that we had installed and light fixture, and also a doorbell camera and brushed bronze hardware. And then this is the living room area and entryway. This is the piano that Jennifer refinished and painted. And this is the view from the inside out. These plantation shutters were not here when we first moved in. Those were all mini blinds. And so we had those installed, along with this nice big mirror and lighting our dining room table. This is the living room area. And Ollie with his little pen. This is where we spend a lot of our family time, in this area right here. And this is the kitchen. This is our granite countertop and our bar stools. And this galley kitchen. This is the refrigerator, armoire style with a bottom freezer. We've gone through several garbage disposals since we lived here. And this is our oversized farmer sink and new dishwasher. And this stove has been here the entire time we've been here. It's great. It's dual fuel, so we have an electric side oven and then a gas main oven and a gas cooktop. It's been a great oven for us. We've gone through multiple microwaves and small oven, portable toaster ovens. And of course, several Keurigs. Now, one of the great things that we've done in here is installed these pull-out drawers so we can put our vitamins and supplements and things like that. This was another one of Jennifer's ideas when we had these very deep cabinets, but the space wasn't so usable. So she talked to a cabinet maker and had him install these slide-out drawers for our pots and pans and things of that nature, which I think was just genius and has really made the space a lot more usable for us. Okay, and then we have these deep drawers that we can put our spices and towels and things of that nature. They've been really handy for us. Really good storage, really efficient kitchen design with our hood. And as you look through the kitchen this way, you're looking out into the backyard. So, our big open concept, there's our dining room, in the living room, in the kitchen area. So now we're going to go outside and look at the back. So this is a great area for entertaining. This is our picnic table. We have our furniture covered up for the winter, but this is where you can sit out and have coffee or discuss things. That's our armoire. At one point we had a TV out here that you could sit out and watch TV if you wanted to in the backyard. This backyard, one of my favorite things about this property, about this house, is this backyard. We have these a gas propane cooker with a little side fridge and this nice heavy Tiernan's smoker. Son of a brisket smoker. Makes some really good food on that. Really good smoked meat. But whenever you look from the outside, the other thing I want to point out is this giant pecan tree. Just really love that pecan tree. It drops its fruit almost every year, it seems like. Over here on the side of the house is where we store all of that firewood. And it's a fenced in area because that used to be a dog run. Jennifer's has mulched all this for us. She's done most of our landscaping since we lived here. She's done a great job. Even had this fence stained, which I think adds a nice touch. So this is our outdoor entertaining area. The kids, when they were younger, we had a trampoline in this big area right here. That's why the grass is, we're going to have that resodded, but that's where the trampoline was. And it had a big cage around it, but it was nice and protected from wind by all these trees and shaded. And one year we had a slip and slide that we set up in this area right here. The kids would run and slide on the slip and slide. This is an outdoor fireplace that we've roasted marshmallows and done a little bit of cooking and just kind of enjoyed this. Set up our lawn chairs and have this area. Also, we haven't got the water fountain out and set up this season yet. And back here we have our roses on the back side of that fireplace. This is our shed. This was a dog kennel at one time, our outdoor trash can. But this is where we can store all of our lawn and garden tools and spare wood and gas generator, gas cans, all this great stuff. And that's our way to the alley where we can throw the trash and whatnot. There's Ollie. He's found something interesting here. Over here on the side of the house, there's our rabbit ears. We also have service from all three major internet service providers that come across these wires. AT&T, Vexus, and Suddenlink. All those services come into here. And over here is where the generator hooks into the house, a power meter. And then this side where the condensers for the air conditioning system are. We'll come across here. These are the newer windows that we had installed. Double panes, they fold out so you can clean them. Screens on the outside. Motion detector light for night. And then also at night we have down lighting in the trees to light up this area back here. But it doesn't feel like you're in the Texas Panhandle so much when you sit out here among all these trees. It's really kind of nice and pleasant. And it shades the house. We do have skylights on the back side of the house, and we have vents into the attic that help keep that cool. Those skylights come down to here. Now we have them covered up right now because it's better to have, we think better to have shade in this area than having that light come through. So we right now have plywood over those, but those could be opened up if you prefer to have more light coming directly into this area. That's an easy fix. This crack happened a couple years after we moved in. We went through a big drought of about 4 or 5 years where we just didn't get enough rain and the soil began to shrink. And so we've had to deal with cracks and things like that settling just from lack of moisture. But there is a full sprinkler system in front and back. Ollie's off investigating some more. All in all, really nice. Okay, we're going to go through here and I want to show you some of the improvements we made to the garage. There's Andy. This is not live. I'm making a video. This is our garage. And I'm going to turn on this light and I'm going to show you around the garage. So when we moved in, this garage had no light, green wallpaper. And so Jennifer endeavored to repaint the garage. We also had a contractor float and tape the ceiling and install some recessed down lighting. This is the garage door opener that we had installed and that insulated garage door I was telling you about. Jennifer also had a great idea to use our space on the wall to mount and store things. So with the many different hooks and things like that, we can store all of our gear for outdoors. Because this is an oversized garage, we actually have room for food storage and cleaning supplies, along with this corner over here. This is our workout area where we have a treadmill and our TV, our Apple TV, so you can watch while you're on the treadmill. Also store all of our weights and exercise equipment. That cabinet has all of our automotive supplies and things that we need to keep the cars running. And then one of my absolute favorite things is the family safe. This is an above ground tornado shelter rated to withstand F5 tornadoes. This was installed by a company from Round Rock that brought this up on a truck. It's prefabbed. It's kind of got like roll cage construction. We have these motion lights here. Okay. So this is the inside of the storm shelter. We also use it to store food supplies and medical supplies in the event that we were ever in a storm. This door can be locked. We have Katie bars that go across there. And we also had electricity installed so that we could have a TV or we could have some way to monitor. There's ventilation in this, and you can just get as many people as you can in here. If we actually had to have a storm, of course we would move a bunch of the supplies out to make room for people. But right now we use it to store emergency supplies. It's our family safe. And it's been great to have during severe weather. So another pass by the workout area, tools and storage, all of our camping gear and everything we store up on top. So lots of improvements have been made to this garage. We can easily fit 2 cars. The people before us actually stored a boat in this oversized garage before the family safe was in there. I don't know if you could get a boat in here today, but plenty of room. We had a Tahoe that we could move into here. My Jeep fits in here. The RAV4 easily fits in here. So this is our garage. Now I'd like to show you the master bedroom and ensuite. So if we come through here, here is the master bedroom. I'll turn the lights on in here. You can see a little bit better. It's a nice large room. We have plenty of storage for a king-size bed, 2 nightstands, and a dresser and our armoire. And attached to the master suite, you have the master bathroom. Turn some lights on in here so we can see. This shower, we'll try to get a better angle on it so you can see, was designed by my wife. When we moved in originally, this was kind of a scary little green shower. So she designed the colors in here, put in this giant mirror, and we installed this tile. So this is Turkish travertine tile. And this pattern she designed these niche shelves and hooks. And we had a friend install it. And this is river rock, so it kind of feels like it's massaging your feet a little bit whenever you take a shower in here. Big shower head and mixer. But like this was all her design and all her thought process to put that in. And I think it looks great. So this is the master bathroom. And then this is our shared closet. His and hers. So that's all the shelving. And it's just a great space. We can easily fit clothes for 2 people in that closet. There's another view of the master with the ceiling fan. Also the window treatments. Those are Roman shades we had installed. So looking out that window looks out to the backyard. Looking out that looks onto the covered patio. So that is the master bedroom. This house is equipped with 2 master suites. So I'll show you the second one. Walking over this way, Just so you're oriented, there's the backyard. This is, I won't show you that other suite just yet. This is our patio and our laundry room and mudroom area. These front-loading washing machines are really the only thing that you can use in this space. Top loaders really won't work because of this cabinetry. But you have plenty of good storage here in the laundry room. There's our water cooler. And then you've got this cabinet here. Also, we have this storage under the stairs where we store water and cleaning supplies. And then this is the mudroom, as you can see. In the mudroom is where we have our air fryer and our second backup refrigerator with extra storage. And then in here, this is our newer hot water heater. We've had to have hot water heaters and recirculating pumps. The house is equipped with always on recirculating hot water, which is nice. And the drying rack for all our hanging up clothes. And then looking out this is just another door into the garage. Here we are in our second master suite. This is where our daughter shared a room for many years. We used to have 2 twin-size beds in there. Now we have a single full-size bed. But you can easily fit 2 kiddos in here, or you can make this the master. It also has a remodeled bathroom and shower, and I'd really like to show you this piece of furniture. This is a custom-made furniture style lavatory with 2 sinks. This was also designed by my precious wife. She drew this out on a napkin, and or on a piece of paper, and we had a carpenter build it to spec. Also enclosed the toilet in a water closet with a sliding door for extra privacy, especially whenever you're sharing this space with a sibling. That just makes sense. And then here is our renovated shower. So this shower was put in just for the girls. And again, it has custom tile job. It has the wall niches. And an added touch, we put in mother of pearl, real mother of pearl tiles, accenting around here and on this backsplash here and inside the wall niches. Mixer, handheld shower massage, and big rain head shower right there. We have a fader in here for these lights. Another very cool feature here is this double access closet. This was designed because we had 2 girls sharing the space at one time. So we wanted them both to have their own areas and own storage, a place to charge their phones and their electronics, and then they had the shared shoe store. I'm going to switch camera angle. This is a little bit better. So we have a try-on mirror here, some robe hooks, some great shelving and storage area here. On this side and on this side, plenty of space for hanging, plenty of space for drawers. Like I said, this was designed to allow 2 kiddos to have space and be able to share this room. And hiding back behind here is the breaker box. This is where all the breakers are for the main floor, and allows us to switch over to the generator as needed. Okay, that's the walk through this part. Nice big room. Like I said, more than sufficient for 2 people or a master. It's very nice. Okay, we're back in the living room. And now I'm going to show you the entry closet. Here's our entryway. And one thing is all of our closets have nice lighting. So we keep our cold weather gear, our cold weather stuff, stocking caps and gloves. And this is our hallway and our storage. Again, this is blanket storage, places to keep all of our stuff there. This is Andy's room, with her Aunt Erin. This used to be my office. When the girls got big enough to have different areas, Andy wanted her own room away from her sister. So they booted me out of the office. This became her room. Put in a smaller day bed. She's got a closet back there. And then of course this closet right here used to be my server room, is now crafts. This is Craft World. But great storage. Ability to store her crafts. And so we're not going to film a lot in that room, but you get the idea. This room, for the longest time, was Aaron's room. But when he went to college, this is now Jennifer's area, so that she can have an area to study and she can have an area to sleep and be away from my snoring. Looks like we've got a dress here, getting ready for prom tonight. And then another walk-in storage with more custom built storage. We have a lot of Aaron's appliances, some of his clothing, and extra storage here. So we'll come out of this room. This room also has a bay window to the front. Ceiling fan. We'll come back out of this front area, back through the living and dining. You can see out to the street. Lots of natural light in this house. One of our favorite things about this house has always been the natural light and the openness. And now we'll take you upstairs. One of the things we wanted, an upstairs house, what we referred to as a sitcom home, a house like you might see on a TV show, has this nice upstairs area. So coming to the upstairs area, this is the bonus room above the garage. This was where we did our homeschooling. This was set up as a homeschool area, but also this is our home theater. We have surround sound in the ceiling, our new big subwoofer, the game closet, also where the surround sound equipment and the internet come in. There's our HD television. Some remnants and leftovers of the homeschool days. This is Jennifer's sewing nook. This all folds out, and this is her sewing area and sewing machine. And this is Pro IT support. So this is Pro IT support's area. This is where we do our business. This is where I do my design and engineering and repair, remote access. We do some tutorials and filming. with this part, this is our bookkeeping and HR department right there. And then all the storage for Pro IT support. This is the secret place. This is our place that we go for a quiet area of study. This is also an area where we store some old DVDs. We store our filming equipment, old VHS, archive footage, things like that. DVD and book collection in this area. Interesting note, this was originally set up so that someday it could be an upstairs bathroom. If someone living in this house decided that they wanted to, it's already plumbed to be used for a upstairs bathroom. This closet up here, again, great storage. This is our, what a lot of people would consider their Christmas closet, Christmas decorations, things like that you don't need very often. Plus, this is the furnace and the AC for the upstairs. You can see these are the windows that come out over the dormers, so you can look out over the front. We'll take a look at this and give you this perspective. So now we're looking out right over the front. Those big, beautiful trees. Pretty green grass. More of those plantation shutters. Little seating area. And then this is the knee wall space, and we'll go with the other side. This house has some really great storage options. Lots of storage. That is the walkout into the attic. First we'll look at the knee wall space. This is all the ribbons and everything that we have for wrapping packages, gifts, things of that nature. Family model little writing desk from Gigi. And inside here, oh, we've had a light burn out. But this is the knee wall space storage. This is where we keep old files, keepsakes, and our luggage. But it does look like we have a light bulb that needs to be replaced. And so, from a maintenance standpoint, one great thing about this property is we have this walkout attic. So I'll turn the lights on here, and you can see the attic space. Also, where we can store things. I'll switch to this lens so we can see a little bit better. But this is the attic area. This is our air handler, the main HVAC for the building. This is a portable backup unit that we have. And also this is where the utilities come in for our internet and cable. This is our rabbit ears that we use for local channels. And you can see the insulation around the bonus room. There's also another power panel here for the bonus room area. And you can see how much storage. One of the projects we did was have this deck material installed so that it was easier to access up in this area. These are the skylights, and like I said, you can open this up and allow the light to come straight down, but we chose not to do that. And this is easy access for all the plumbing and our gas line that goes to and refrigeration lines that go to these upstairs units. A bunch of empty boxes that we've collected over the years. And you can walk all the way to the end and walk all the way around the back. There's no light back in there, but that's around the back side of the fireplace. So now we're at the front of the living room because this is where the fireplace and the chimney would be. So lots of good attic storage. We have some of the original crown molding from the house. This house was built in the 60s, 1963. Some wiring work that we did. And we're just coming back out. And we're back into the bonus room area. As we looked at it, 2 storage closets areas, and the business. Here's another angle on that study area with a wide angle lens. So you can kind of see the storage area. Got a flat earth map, exercise equipment. Turn off some of these lights. There we go. One more bathroom that we did not look at. This is Andy's bathroom, or the guest bathroom, with wainscoting and a tub shower. Also some great storage. Laundry hamper and cabinetry. Crown molding and wainscot.